The most well-known book, written by French author Voltaire, Candide, was published in 1759. It narrates the tale of Candide and his traveling friends, Pangloss and Martin. Together, they travel the world and encounter numerous setbacks until settling in Turkey and occupying a modest farm in an Istanbul suburb. One day, while walking around the city, they come across news that the Ottoman court is in turmoil. 2 viziers have been strangled, the Mufti has been killed, and several of their friends have been murdered. Sensing danger, the 3 friends hurry back home. On the way, they pass an old man who was sitting quietly and carefree beneath an orange bower in the sunshine beside his house. After a short conversation, the old gentleman, who had come to be known as the Turk, invited the 3 companions to his home, where his children presented them with sherbet, kaymak, and a perfume for their moustaches. Candide said to the Turk, "You must have a vast and magnificent estate." To which the Turk replies, "I have only 20 acres. I and my children cultivate them, and our labor preserves us from 3 great evils: weariness, vice, and want." Candide, on his way home, reflected deeply on what the old man had said. This honest Turk, he said to his friends, seems to be in a far better place than kings. And I also know, said Candide, that we must cultivate our garden. What does it mean to cultivate our garden? Il faut cultiver notre jardin, wrote Voltaire. We must cultivate our own garden within ourselves, in our minds. In doing so, we learn to live simply and serenely, just as the old Turk did under the sun, finding joy and inner serenity, as well as protection from the external problems of the world. You don't have to understand every nuance of every worldwide problem that the human race is currently confronting. You don't have to worry about the nuances of every local and international political move made by your nation. You don't have to be concerned about what other people are saying about you or how and when this global pandemic will cease. All you have to do is take care of your inner refuge. Because who cares what happens with the viziers and the Mufti? And who cares what others think of you? What value does knowing all the details add to your life? When you struggle with these thoughts and fully focus your attention on them, you become attached to your moods, which will then take you on an emotional roller coaster that you can't control. And that's the bottom line. When you worry about things you can't control, you're setting yourself up for emotional chaos. That's why the #1 way to build resilience and mental strength is to always focus on things you can control. And most of the time, you can only control yourself, not what others do or say, not how the world responds to natural disasters or political uprisings, but you alone. When you focus on the things you can control instead of the things you can't, instead of looking inward and focusing on a few inches of greenery, you are striving for the only worthwhile thing in life: inner peace and freedom. According to Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who wrote a manual for living, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Being informed about topics that interest you is important and helpful. However, be careful not to let the overindulgence in outside activities consume you. This will only harm your spirit and cause you harm. Instead, learn how to grow your own garden. Learn how to nurture your mind. Learn how to nourish your mind, enrich your mind, refine your mind, harvest your mind. Instead of worrying about other people's problems, take care of your own. Take the weeds out of your thoughts and turn them into flowers. Plant the seeds that will one day grow into trees of knowledge and wisdom. Growing a garden is not something you do every day. It takes a whole new version of yourself to show up every day and put in the work. But growing your own personal garden is an essential way of protecting yourself from the darkness of the world around you. Growing a garden is a way to build a beautiful sanctuary inside yourself, a place of strength, serenity, and grace. As per the words of Voltaire's Turk, your labor preserves you from 3 great evils: weariness, vice, and want. If you don't take care of your garden, weeds will take over and it'll be hard to figure out how to get rid of them. But if you put in the work, time, and effort, you'll be amazed at how you can turn your chaotic jungle into a beautiful garden full of flowers, trees, and green grass. Cultivating your own garden is a simple philosophy to live by. I take care of my body and mind, so I live with peace of mind knowing that they will do the same for me. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thank you.